Hi, so this is the second day after the riots in the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. And I posted two clips before this video that shows some points I would like to bring up. First of all, two people died in this, thankfully, because it could have been a lot more based on the violence that took place at the riot. The Air Force veteran Ashley Babbitt and now a police officer has died from his injuries. So two people died, and it was based, these people did not have to die, but y'all marched to the Capitol building on lies and deception. And the first lie is that blatant, because you guys were there physically standing in front of President Trump when he told y'all that, and I'm talking to the protesters, he told y'all he was going to march with y'all down to the Capitol building to support members of Congress as was currently voting. He proceeded to jump in his car and drove in the opposite direction of where you guys were heading. Went into a tent to partying music and a good time watching y'all go down to the Capitol building. So, was this important to him, or was it more important to y'all? Now, if he could stand in front of you and lie blatantly to your face about what he was going to do a few minutes later and did the direct opposite, what makes you think he was telling the truth about the election? Or something more, on a much bigger scale. If he could tell such a little, what would consider a smaller lie, right to your face, or a lie where it really mattered for him to be there, if it was that important to him, it obviously was not that important to him. He incited y'all into doing something that was not important, really important to him. And y'all blindly followed. Blindly. Now, do your research. All right? His own former White House Communications Director, Ms. Farah, she stated that the election wasn't stolen, they lost. All right, this has come from his own people. So, are you going to just listen to one person and ignore the others? That's in his own people. Do you really think this man knows any of y'all by name? He knows the name of Miss Ashley Babbitt now because she died because of him. And it's not just because of him alone. She made a conscious decision to do what she did. She went from being a patriot, being frustrated at what was going on in politics, but I made another video or something about that, and became, somebody that she didn't really represented for years. In that instant, she became a trespasser, a lawbreaker, vandalizer. She refused to listen to authority and got killed because of it. Because somebody told them, Trump told her, that he was going to march down there with her to support somebody, support the votes. And he did not march with her. Now families have lost members. Her name is no longer, she's no longer going to be seen as a patriot, even though in her heart she was patriot. She felt she was patriotic. Her actions at that moment turned her into something else. She became part of a mob, which is unfortunate. A police officer is dead because of it. Beaten to death probably, or died from they say he's died from his injuries, so he had to have been beaten up. So think about it. Your president lied to you in front of your face and went in the opposite direction where y'all were going. Who really, who in their right mind will think that he cared more about the votes than you guys did? Because he didn't go where y'all went. He didn't break into those buildings. Second point, he's throwing y'all under the bus now, calling what y'all did heinous. Maybe somebody's twisting his arm. Maybe he knows there's a possibility he could go to jail because of this. So he's distancing himself from you guys. Look how quickly the table has turned. Can y'all truly say y'all are proud of what y'all did yesterday? 2 days ago. Can y'all truly say that? Do your research. Think for yourself. Your leader didn't show up to the destination and y'all acted on your own rather than say, hey, wait a minute, where is our great and mighty leader? He said he's going to be here, but he's not. There was a barricade there. Did the police open the barricade and say, come on in? Or did y'all push it down and walk in? They knew they were already understaffed, so they're not going to resist y'all. Did the police officer throw the first rock into the windows of the Capitol building and say, hey guys, give me a hand, let's break into this building while it's in session? No, I don't think so. And if they did, they were wrong. So really think about what y'all did. Can you truly say what y'all did was right? Alright? If y'all are interested in making change, vote these people out. Back some leader, find somebody that y'all would want to follow, back them financially and in every other way to run in the next election and remove these people from office. We vote the same people in office all the time. They're there for 30, 40 years and they're giving big corporations and rich people all the benefits. They're all multi-millionaires up there in Capitol Hill. So who's really benefiting? Are you really benefiting from that match? Are they going to pay your bills today? Are they going to get you? Is the president going to get you all a new job today, those of you who got fired from being in that riot that was seen on national TV? Is he going to pay your bills? Is he going to get you all new jobs? Does he even know your name? Does he even give a damn to know your name? He's forced to know Miss Babbitt's name. I'm sure he knows her name now because she died. He probably knows the name of the cop who died. He may do something for those two people, but the rest of y'all, can y'all really go back to your lives and look at the fallout of what y'all did? Lastly, y'all are so patriotic. By breaking into this building, y'all may have allowed international spies to go in with y'all pretending to be patriotic to steal information from your own government off these computers, steal documents that they're about to vote on. You just opened your own government and your own country to espionage. Would you consider that patriotic? People were walking into Nancy Pelosi's office. People's computers were stolen with data on there. Is that the act of patriotism? Opening the floodgates for spies to come in with y'all undetected and steal all this information. Was that patriotic? Think about that. If you have any questions, ask it in the comment section down below and use your brain. Have a good day.